SCP-069 is a wandering ghost of comfort, a shape-shifting entity that acts as a cosmic entity of closure for the recently deceased, entirely unaware of its own anomalous nature. It has no permanent gender, face, or name. Instead, whenever it is left entirely alone with a fresh human corpse, the dead body vanishes into thin air, and SCP-069 instantly takes on their exact appearance, clothes, voice, memories, and personality. The replication is terrifyingly flawless, matching the deceased individual's DNA, fingerprints, and brain patterns with perfect precision, so much so that medical scans cannot tell the difference. However, the entity doesn't realize it is a copy. It genuinely wakes up believing it is the person who just died, convinced it somehow survived a brush with death against all mathematical odds. The moment it assumes a new identity, it is consumed by a powerful subconscious urge to get their life in order. It will frantically rush to pay off outstanding debts, resolve long-standing family arguments, update their last will and testament, and provide acts of closure for grieving loved ones. If its current body is killed, it doesn't leave a corpse. It instantly disintegrates into fine dust and immediately resurrects hundreds of kilometers away at the site of the world's most recent human tragedy. The Foundation first intercepted the entity after a firefighter miraculously walked out of a lethal roaring inferno entirely unscathed, only for the same man to vanish into a smoke-filled room weeks later to save a civilian, leaving the entity to take the civilian's place. The tragedy of its file struck close to home when a containment breach at Site-063 killed a security guard named Agent Thomas, and SCP-069 immediately stepped into the dead guard's shoes, inheriting his mid-level Foundation clearance and deep love for his family. When a junior researcher accidentally let slip that the real Agent Thomas's family had already been handed a coffin and notified of his death, the psychological weight of the lie broke the entity's mind. Realizing its entire life was a stolen shadow, it attempted to end its own existence, forcing the Foundation to place it on a strict 24-hour suicide watch. It is currently locked in a humanoid cell, a tragic copy of a dead guard who is forbidden from seeing his own family, legally classified as a monster simply because it wanted to give a dead man one last chance to say goodbye. Officially classified under Category Safe.